We are now within the last few months of the challenge, and the shops are gearing up for Christmas with all the lovely gaming goodies we're not allowed to enjoy until 7 days after Santa has emptied his sack. Year of Shame represents the dreams, no, the passions of a select few who have stepped up to complete games they have already owned but have never played or finished. However, more importantly, not to acquire any new games for a whole year, unless they choose to have a gift or a joker. First off, I'd like you to welcome Year of Shame's very own master chef. He has created his very own signature steak marinade with just salt and pepper. Give it up for James, the If Man Yarwood.
Salt and pepper marinade.
Salty.
That's tickled rich.
That's the
That's
salt
tickled
is what it
rich.
is.
Now for a man who stands tall, even when the facts and the evidence are clearly stacked against him, the man who invented the wardrobe dining table. Please raise a glass for David. I packer that for $1. Packer.
He's rocking.
Our next host is a very inquisitive mind, especially when it comes to conducting experiments with chunks of cheese and ex-girlfriends. It's our very own Richard. I was 25 miles away, Permit. This man fled the country and has taken sanctuary within New Zealand's bosom because he went too far with a spare bottle of laughing gas he acquired from work. It's Duane, No Games Pearson. And me, who was wrongly accused of cheating, and your host for October's edition of Year of Shame 2020. I'm Stuart, cheating bastard, or my fellow hosts like to call me. I can answer any question you ask me as long as it's nothing to do with the question you're actually asking. White House.
Yes, boy.
Please give a standing ovation for the Year of Shame 2020 Series 8, Episode 10 hosts.
Now, that's the place you're supposed to clap.
Yes.
Awesome, man.
Right then, boys.
Awesome.
How are we all?
Nailed it.
Excellent. How are you?
I'm good. Now that's out of the way. God, I don't like doing stuff like that. But it was fun.
You did grand job.
So
It was good. It was good. It was better on the 6th time that you attempted it.
yeah, that's true. Right then, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. So we're going to go straight into what's going on in your lives and poll progress and all the intros. So James, the If Man, what you been up to?
Same as last month. That's it.
Hey,
Duane, what have you been doing?
Okay, then. So nothing in the, well, you're expecting a shopping delivery soon, but we won't go into that.
I'm expecting
We will go into
delivery
that. We will go into that as soon as he starts carrying it through his living room. We can see all the.
So have you already planned that in? Have you?
Okay,
Excellent.
have you been watching anything, reading anything, listening to anything?
We were going to watch The Boys last week, but
Oh man,
season 2,
Gotta get on
but we
that.
haven't. We still have not started that. I watched a film yesterday or day before called, is it Hooking Up? Shit film.
Don't know. What's it about?
So it's
Fishing.
about a yeah. It's about a sex addict woman who meets a testicular cancer sufferer, stroke remission person who's had one bollock removed, and
Sorry, was he a stroke remission? Remission from stroke?
no,
Right. Okay.
but he goes and has a test, and he's got testicular cancer in his other testicle. In order for her to try and cure her or help cure her sex addiction, she takes him across country and has sex with him in every place that she's had sex.
The fuck is that?
But he's got no
And they
bollocks.
Get closer. I know he's only got one. Apparently, actually, he's got one bollock and one fake bollock. Which
Did
you
you
find
read?
out the first
Did you
time.
read the synopsis before you started this?
What drew you to
didn't.
this?
What would it?
Cheerful family favourites.
It literally started when I turned on Sky Cinema.
Right.
So I just sat down and watched it. And I was like, well, yeah, it was all right. Better films, worse films.
Not only is it one of the most depressing subjects I've ever heard, it's basically bang average.
Yeah, bang average.
Hey.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, I haven't been watching anything really.
Okay.
Other than that, I haven't been watching any Deadliest Catch recently. I've not quite finished the latest season as well. It's terrible.
Right. Okay. So, how's your poll progress going then?
Better this month than last month
Oh, okay.
because I completed the campaign for Call of Duty. I've completed The Walking Dead as well.
Excellent. You got the platinum for that. It's an easy platinum. You just have to complete the game, don't you?
No idea.
Oh yeah, you should have had the platinum.
I probably have got the platinum. I don't know. That was good. I enjoyed that. It was Telltale games tend to be quite good, but that was good fun. Quite brutal in places, as I said before, but and a brutal ending. Has anybody else played it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, when it first came out, I can't remember the ending.
So what did you do at the end? Did you get the girl to shoot you, or did you get the girl to leave you?
Christ.
My first playthrough, I got the girl to shoot me. Now I played through it again. I just did the other, see what the other ending was. But yeah, my first true playthrough, she shot me. I couldn't.
Yeah, I got to leave.
If I finish a game, I just look at the alternate endings on YouTube. I don't play the game again. Do you guys do that?
Yeah, we know. We know your view of games, Dave. We know that. Don't worry.
And recently I turned on to with the intention of finishing the Red Dead Redemption 2 storyline as well. And I got back into it and I thought, this is a really good game. And I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I was going to fire it up tonight and then realised we're doing this. So I haven't, obviously.
The irony.
So how far do you think? You said you were about halfway through the last time we spoke. What do you think?
I thought... so I am, according to the percentage completion, I am at 41%.
Is that on trophies or literally on gameplay?
No. Through the story, it gives you an overall completion, but I think for the story, I think it said 41%.
Wow.
So,
but I know that is it the epilogue at the end. That one's quite a large chunk, isn't it? I think.
Right. So obviously, I'm not at that stage yet.
Right. Yeah.
But it's been it's good fun. I can't remember why. Well, I probably turned away from it because I got bored of playing it a lot.
It's boring.
Yeah, it was really good. It's really good. I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's Dave's opinion.
Yeah, Dave loves that.
Dave loves that game.
He does. Cool. Anything else to add? Anything else to share with the group?
No, it's been a really boring month.
Like last month and the month before.
No, yeah, man, I'm a boring person. So.
Have you completed FIFA yet?
Completed it the first day it came out, mate.
Yeah.
So how is the FIFA? Is it better than the old FIFA?
No, I think it is. I think it is definitely better than the old FIFA.
Okay.
Okay. Still brings out the frustration. Still shout at the television. Still hear people going about it. Like Rich in Warzone. Oh, that gets Rich triggered. That game.
Not as much as FIFA does, honestly.
No.
I'm like an abused partner with that fucking game. Honestly, I bought it. I've used my Joker on it, and I just hate it. I hate it even more than I hated last year, and every year I hate it even more. Apart from playing pro clubs with everyone, which is fun. Everything else.
So, were these new games for this month? I don't think we talked about the fact that you have bought FIFA yet, have we? Both of you have bought FIFA.
No, James said he bought FIFA. He had it as a gift last month.
Yes, so FIFA was my last gift last month.
Like, right. We discussed it last month or this month.
hang on. You look agitated. Hang on, Duane. You look agitated as if
no. I
I
just can't remember.
To proclaim something. Are you going to try and proclaim I've been cheating?
No,
not
not at
FIFA?
all. Because these are like.
I'm just going to try and figure out where I'm going to put the shame jingle. I don't know at the moment. It's all over.
No, because I think James said he was planning on getting it, or that he would be getting it, but he hadn't yet. So technically at that point it hadn't been played. Not saying anybody's cheated or anything. Just saying that it's just.
So it may not have come up in. It may not have come up in the we discussed it on
we did on
text.
There's an air around this podcast of an outing. there's
any opportunity.
I'm just looking at your faces. I'm looking at Duane. Duane. There feels like there's some kind of outing.
So are you worried then that as you're the only one who's not in on a potential outing that you could be the outed?
What, by buying
he's
FIFA?
been outed already.
No, like just generally. No, I'm not going to out somebody for like playing their Joker or playing their gift. That's part of the rules. That's completely acceptable. I'm just saying that I didn't think we discussed or did the.
I think what Duane is saying is that the standard jingle that's been used historically, some daft bastard has bought a game, has not been employed for anything. I don't think.
We can play it twice.
That's what I'm saying.
One,
just
can't
like
you?
for
I blame the bloke that's editing it.
Yeah.
Insert jingle.
Are you you're making an editing minefield for Mr. Whitehouse?
I know.
He's loving this.
Anyway,
He's loving it.
thank you, James, for that. Richard, what have you been up to outside of the challenge?
You're hosting. Well. Just the usual. So nothing interesting to report on Levi. I had life, and
didn't you go walking up a really massive hill and it looked really bleak
in the fog?
You sent a photo to us.
Oh yeah, that's standard. That's standard.
Really bleak.
That's
just
Wales stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's walking the dog. Yeah, no, I do enjoy getting out on the mountains, which I would do. So we're just going into lockdown now. So recording Friday the 23rd. So Wales goes into lockdown, 17 days, all non-essential shops shut. You are not allowed to buy anything that isn't essential at a supermarket, apparently. So all the
lager's still essential.
But luckily, Marky Drakeford has said that lager is still essential, so we can still buy booze, which is good. Pubs, restaurants, everything is closed. We're not allowed to leave the house, go for more than 5 miles from the house, which basically means my life doesn't change. Because that's really
business as usual.
Yes, except the kids. Except the kids are home for 2 weeks, so that's fine.
So is this your second wave, or like the start of your third?
This is second lockdown, and yeah, well, we won't go into we won't go into it. We accept our fate. Fate. It's fine. But ironically, the cases per 100,000 is minimal compared to England. So I don't really know why we're going, but I'm glad he's doing something but unless he shuts the borders to England and stops the infected, I mean, I'm not quite sure whether or not
the infected.
Yeah, I think what we're doing is doing a 2-week fire break. We're going to build some walls. I have a feeling we're going to be asked to get some. I'm going to look for some 9-inch nails, maybe a wooden mallet, a couple of shotguns.
Are you going to get England to pay for them?
Yeah, well, Rishi Sunak has said that he's going to issue axes, chainsaws and shotguns to everyone, and we're going to build a wall round down Wales, and we're going to defend ourselves from the hordes of infected from England.
Excellent.
In my mind, or I might have been playing too much COD Halloween Zombie,
maybe,
and that's kind of.
Well, that brings me neatly to because of all this stuff what's going on in Wales at the moment. So, what have you been doing to take your mind off it? What you've been reading?
Okay, so I
watching?
tell you what, this is very interesting. Come closer, listen to this. I can't say it too loud. In 1999, there was some murders in Clydach, which is about 6 miles behind that way, known as the Clydach murders. And
okay. Catchy
it's
name.
brutal, very brutal. So, if you're listening to this with the kids, fucking parent properly. However, these were brutal murders in the late 90s that happened down the road from us. A grandmother, a mother, and 2 children were bludgeoned to death. So that's pretty dark, right? Very dark. We won't go into those details. A local man called Di Morris was convicted. Yeah. The debate has always been around the suspicion that the woman who was bludgeoned to death, her wife was having a lesbian affair with a policeman. Lesbian affair with a policeman's wife. That policeman was on duty on that night, and his twin brother were, both priests. The woman who was bludgeoned to death, her house was burnt down, and all the evidence was and a local man called Di Morris was convicted for the murder. That guy, Steve Lewis, who was the policeman on duty that night, whose wife was also the lover of the woman who was killed, evidence was missing. He lives next door to me. And last night on BBC One, the Clydach murders was on BBC One Wales. And every house, I looked across, when you can see, do you remember when EastEnders started and you looked across your town and every TV was on with that blue light and you knew everyone was listening to Dum Dum Dum? Everyone in the whole town has been watching the Clydach murders. Was he watching? I don't know. They are next door. They're our next door neighbours. They're
3 miles
about a mile and a half away. All their shutters are down. They've been down for a week since this has come out. If you don't know, it's such a brilliant murder mystery. If I didn't live next door to the killer.
Well, he wasn't the killer though.
Was it?
It was Di Morris, wasn't it?
Anyway, Di Morris, free Di Morris. There's free Di Morris campaigns. There's posters outside my house.
It's not been proven that he was the killer.
Put those up.
It's nice knowing you, Rich.
That's slanderous.
Anyway, listen. If you want a good, really,
I'm going to look that up. That
real
sounds really
life
interesting.
The Clydach murders. I know you'll love it, Duane.
That's right on my strata.
But yeah, so anyway, that was a big event last night. And that's what we were doing. What I've been playing, I have completed Alien Isolation.
Well done.
Boom.
Well done.
That's nice.
Yes, that game cool. is fantastic. It is everything an Alien film should have been. Post 3, I know people debate about 3. I happen to like 3.
3's good.
And enjoy it for what it is. I understand why people don't like it. 4, acceptable. Everything else after that, 4 is. Yeah, it starts to go downhill. But I think the Alien Isolation game should have been 4, really. And then the way it finishes, I do feel like, I was like, oh, well, where's Alien Isolation 2? And it being such an old game, I know it's not coming. It's unlikely to come round the corner. The second thing I've been playing is I have actually... I've managed to progress XCOM after dropping it like a hot potato and proclaiming I hate the game and pack a 5 in it, whatever. I got back in there and I've progressed a couple of levels, but that game is super brutal. It logs me 80 hours in, but I don't think I'm 80 hours on this save. I think I'm only about 40 hours on the save. So whether I get through that or not, I've kind of...
I think game on that you've gone back to it. It's just a brutal game.
It is brutal. And this is not a class 5, but weirdly enough, James and I have been playing Call of Duty now since we bought it, and it's now on season 6. And every single season, you get a few smidgens of free coins every month, and it's to buy a battle pass. So you can either pay 1,000 of the in-game coins for a battle pass for free once you get to 1,000, or you can pay $3.99, $4.99, $5.99, what it is for a battle pass for a load of skins and whatever. So James,
it's just cosmetics.
It's cosmetics and free and the stuff like that. I kind of made it. James and I have kind of made it our mission to get a free battle pass before the Year of Shame is out,
Cool.
and they have calculated, and James was there quite perfectly to make it the most frustrating thing. They drop 100 coins on you every so and so level, but you can do an entire season and be 100 short and have to wait for the next season. Obviously, they know exactly how to prime it. But I started this game, 2 weeks before you, James, or you had a 2 week or 3 week break, and you're 100 coins behind me, and so I've managed to pop the 1,000, get the free battle pass for the year, and so I'm calling that a complete because it was actually a mission. I know you can't complete this game, but I have put thousands of hours in it to do something useful.
To be fair, I would class that as a rule break, but I'm not.
What? Why is that?
No, only because. It's because you're purchasing it's like a DLC. It's an extra thing for that game.
Let's stop. Right, okay. So from what I understand,
but I'm not. By the way, I'm not doing it. I'm not calling it.
No.
Just...
But he's not actually spending any money. So this is something he gets as an in-game reward. It's like when I play Pokemon Go, I do things daily to get Poke coins, which I can spend in the shop. I'm not paying money for those. They're just something the game rewards me for playing, and that's the same with what this thing is. So
no, you are completely right, because
I'm
doing Division 2 and I'm doing the seasons, and you can buy a pass to get all the unlocks done, or you can just then play the game to get all the unlocks done.
This doesn't open a map or any other elements of the game.
No.
It gives you access. So you can either get on the battle pass, you can either get a free weapon, and then it starts at level 0, and you have to level that weapon up. You get, I think it's right, isn't it? You get a blueprint of the weapon if you've got the battle pass, and that weapon is already leveled to a certain 30.
Okay.
No, it's not leveled. It just gives you.
It gives you the
attachments for that.
The attachments to the weapon. So it gives you a kind of customized web. But you'd get that for free anyway. But you'd have to take that gun and work it through the system to get all those same attachments. So the battle pass itself gives you quicker access, but the battle pass itself is not spending any money.
However, you're not enjoying the game.
Oh no, I love Call of Duty. No, FIFA. FIFA. I'm not even starting on FIFA. I've been playing FIFA. It's a complete waste of time. I hate it. It's ridiculous. I need 12.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, but let's move on. From
FIFA. Let's just clarify.
clarify.
FIFA is what you use for your gift. Was it your gift? Or your Joker?
My Joker.
It was your Joker.
Call of Duty was my gift, bought to me by my children. Actually bought to me, genuinely bought, not made up bought. Not pretend, not said like,
Dad lent me 60 quid for your birthday present.
Wife. Yeah. Well, to be fair,
what are you trying to say?
Fair to the kids for my gift, because I was understanding is they actually took £30 out of their bank. Yes, I give them pocket money, but they took that out, bought me a gift card, £30 each, and did it. What I could have done is bought it anyway. Nice. What I could have done is just bought Call of Duty anyway. And said, "Oh yeah, my wife bought it," but I don't do that because it doesn't work like that. But because it was for actually my birthday in March.
So
when gifts get bought.
Let's go back to the FIFA thing. So how long have you had FIFA now? 21. How long have you been playing FIFA 21 for now?
About a month.
This is what is this some kind of
No, I'm not even trying. No, okay, Richard, I'm not tripping you up. All I want to know is I want to know what your thoughts are. What your thoughts are of FIFA. You've not cheated. You've not done anything.
This.
God, you've got such a guilt.
There's a toxic air in this podcast now, guys.
There is no toxicity in this podcast at all.
We are so
the only toxicity is when Dave goes to the toilet and he has a piss.
It's
no. I just want to know what your thoughts are of the game. Genuinely.
So the gameplay has improved. It's a better game. It has actually improved. The point of playing it for me though has really, really dropped through the floor. That's why every other year I've paid like 90 quid for it, and I've got all the free packs. And this year, First time ever, got the CD keys. So because it was going to be the gift. What did we pay for it? For 49 quid? Something like. Sorry, what did your wife pay for it? 49.99. Because the only reason I'm playing it is to play pro clubs, which is the 11 versus 11, and there's 10 of us. Sorry,
well,
7.
Why is your reason for playing it going through the floor then? Why? What do you mean?
So for 50 quid, to be honest, I should stop going down on it. For 50 quid, I get, absolutely, I get Wednesday nights, Sunday nights, and we have a proper giggle. Winds us up, but it's a social. It's Uno. It's.
So do you play with 11 other people in your team?
Sorry,
no. I have no idea.
Okay, so there's a game mode called Pro Clubs, and that means that every individual player on the pitch is played by an individual person. So
wow.
normal FIFA is that they switch the players as the ball goes round. It's 1 versus 1 online or play the computer. But in the version we play, and the reason I buy it is that everyone plays an individual.
Isn't that like school football where all the kids are just going after the ball?
You've watched us play. I didn't think we'd streamed it, but it does. We've been playing this for what, James? 5 years.
Well, I think I've done it for 5, but you've done it for a couple
hang
of
on,
years.
did you not know this is how James joined MLG?
I think you talked about it.
It's in one of the previous podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah, he randomly joined FIFA.
So, when you say you have 11 players you control on your team, and obviously the other team has 11 players, do you actually have then 11 people in your party chat?
We usually about 6 or 7, so some of the computer control.
Wow, that's a nightmare, isn't it? But that's a real...
You can have that choice. It's called playing within any, but we don't play that mode. We play only... If you're playing right back or centre or forward, you play that role for the entire game. And basically, it's 4 hours of slagging off each other and complaining at each other for being shit.
Like this, then.
And yeah, it's exactly like this. It's exactly like if we were playing that. Yeah, so it's co-op. It's 8-player co-op, and it's as nightmares. When it goes well, it's brilliant. When it goes bad, it is a slag fest.
It's a clusterfuck.
So if somebody makes a mistake,
yeah. If someone makes a mistake, there's absolutely, and James is the worst at it. Not making the mistakes, absolutely berating people. Yeah.
So there's none of this. But bad luck. We're all in this together.
None of that.
There's like, you fucking wanker. You've
Not
ruined
If I had a better
sometimes.
team, if I had some better friends,
Yeah. If I had better players with me, I'd win everything.
If you guys are tackled, if you guys are scoring more, if you guys didn't fuck that pass up, stop
James.
triple X, stop calling for the ball, stop doing this. Yeah, James is the worst of the lot.
It sounds delightful.
Yeah, and the thing is, he ain't that fucking. He's not as good as he thinks he is. He thinks he's fucking great at gaming. He ain't. He's not.
Right then.
Far from great.
Can I move this on now? Because I've had my football talk now for about 6 months done. So
There you go.
I'm
Dave,
good for the year. I'm good for the year now. Football.
So Dave, I'd pack a 5 that for $1. What you been up to?
Right, before I start then, I just want to clear up a couple of inconsistencies from the question special.
Oh, okay. Why? What's up?
Well, just related to Sega Master Systems and release dates and all the rest of it, and whether or not I was wearing pajamas and how.
So hang on a second. So have you actually listened to the podcast and then been making notes of what people got wrong? Is that what you've been doing?
No, I just want to set the record straight, because if you listen to the last one, you would have the impression that I was wearing pajamas as like a 20-year-old man and I was crying.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah,
and I'd got some
Dave,
things.
No one will
wrong.
believe that. If they know
judging.
you, they know that
judging.
couldn't possibly be. What
This
were you,
is a safe
24?
space.
So I've got the release dates of the Master System and the Master System 2 right the wrong way. So the one that my mum bought off this man was the Master System 1, not the Master System 2.
Have you checked these facts? Have you been checking these facts?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Where did you check them?
He called his mum.
On Google.
What? Not your own mom? Not called your mom? You
Wikipedia.
just went on Google.
Mate, my mum's 84. She doesn't fucking know anything.
No, I thought you meant like when she bought it. I thought she'd know.
Right, so the Master System 1, which is the one that my mum bought off this man, was released in 1987. So I was 13 at that point. So there is a strong possibility I could have been wearing pajamas and it would have been all right to cry at that point. Were you happy with that?
Yeah, and then had a wank.
And
I liked what was painted before. I don't like this.
The Master System 2, which was the one bundled with Alex Kidd in Miracle World, or as we call it, Akinwa, was released in 1990, and that was the one that I had and kept. So, just to put a bit more clarity around the dates and whether it was acceptable for me to be A, wearing pyjamas, and B, crying.
Well,
yes, it's okay, given those timelines.
Don't worry, Stuart can edit all of this out.
Yeah, don't worry.
However,
the thing is, you've said all the words now, so he can just edit it. So you can just say, I was wearing pajamas and I was crying.
I'll control the narrative.
I'll control the narrative. But
Dave,
I looked into it a bit more.
You're not in court.
I just wanted to clear it up.
I
just wanted to clear it up.
Okay, that's fine. You're sounding official. Do you want to say your honour? And would I?
But the game that I was playing when the bloke's wife came round and said, "I've got to take that back. You shouldn't have sold it," was Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, which unfortunately was released in 1990. Which actually places me as a 16-year-old crying in pajamas.
Oh, it does.
Hey, nice.
Right, okay. So right.
Oh, right. So that's what you've been doing outside the challenge. Is some investigational work. So we've answered that question.
Well, that was just. I just wanted to clear that up.
What did we clear up then?
What have I been doing?
I was confused.
Well,
he feels better. Just let him have it. Let him have it.
Yeah.
What have I been doing? The same things I normally do, to be honest. I've been doing DIY, haven't I? Of course I have.
Invented any new furniture?
Laminate flooring was...
You didn't invent laminate flooring. That was already invented.
Yeah, but I believe I'm the first person to put laminate flooring on.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I know I should have read the instructions. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing outside of that. In terms of what I've been watching, I finished The Boys.
Oh,
I've stalled
which
on that.
did finish more strongly than it started, to be honest. It was all right, but it was a strong finish, which was good.
As they usually are.
Apart from James, but has everybody seen the last?
Haven't seen any of it.
Last
Haven't seen
episode,
any of it.
Because okay, well, that was a very good.
You guys haven't finished it.
Started it.
I haven't started series 2
Yeah,
yet.
No, I'm.
Rich, you were raving about The Boys. Fucking 8.
Yeah. I'm on 7. I'm on 7.
Boys.
I'm on 7.
Yeah. He's saving it like a fine wine.
I've been watching Nuclear Murders, which is he's
been watching his neighbour,
and he's been curtain twitching his next door neighbour.
Fair enough.
Yeah, his neighbour who lives 25 miles away.
Curtain twitching. You'd have to have a telescope to fucking curtain twitch. What else did I watch? The Haunting of Bly Manor on Netflix. Anybody?
Oh, I did. I started that, and I thought my teenagers would enjoy it, so we were going to do it as a family. But is it not?
I watched it with my lad. It's all right. It's not as good as
Hill
you guys
House.
in the first one, The Haunting of Hill House. Hill House was.
See, I didn't really rate that
scary.
Hill House. So it was okay, but it wasn't brilliant. Anyway,
Bly Manor is worse.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Perhaps we won't bother.
I watched a film the other day that is a few years old, so you guys have probably seen it. But it's the first time I watched it. I thought it was great, actually. Book of Eli. You guys seen that?
No, I do want to
Denzel.
see that. I do want to see it. It's a bit like The Road. Is it a little bit like that?
Oh,
I haven't seen The Road, but it is a post-apocalyptic.
It's supposed to be really good, but I've not seen it.
Oh,
It's on my list.
God, I think I have, but.
Well, okay. What put you in the mood to see it? Because it's one of those films which is quite depressing. So you're never in the right frame of mind to watch it.
Just looked out the window and thought, oh yeah, let's have a bit more. No, I was just flicking. It was on. I thought, hang on, yeah, that's quite a well-known film. I'll have a look at it. It was decent. It was good. But the most exciting TV news of all is that Disco is back.
Right.
Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Watched episode 2 tonight.
I've not seen it, of course.
It is brilliant.
Mate, I tell you, I watched... There's no spoilers because obviously James has not seen it yet. The first episode, to me, is better than the first 2 series of Discovery. It's that good to me. Yeah, to me, yeah. I just thought the story in Discovery was all right, and I just thought this is like a reset in a way. But I won't go into more details. But it is like a reset, and it's quite good the way they've done it.
But tonight's episode 2, I watched before coming on here. Oh, it's brilliant, mate! It's brilliant.
We need to roll this up then quite quickly because I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. Yeah.
Catch you next month.
Bye.
Okay.
I'll edit something in.
Right, pile progress. I've only really played one game and dipped into another. So the game I've played is...
Cool, guys.
Sorry, I've only really played 3 games. No, I haven't played.
Streets of Rage 4.
But I played a little bit of that. Yeah, I'm slowly getting through that. I'm on the last level on hardest difficulty, and
which isn't hardest, as you can tell us.
It's not hardest, but I'm surprised I'm still sticking with that. But I am because I want to do that. But the main one I've been playing is Bloodborne, which we'll discuss a little bit later on.
Is that actually the main game you've been playing then? It's just Bloodborne?
Well, of course it is. It's all-encompassing nightmare.
Jeez.
You can't play that and think, I'll just stick this on for half an hour and then play something else. Mate, if you're playing it, you've got to fucking play it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Duane?
Quick.
How's it going?
It's going all right. Okay, so quickly, I'll just echo what Dave's saying on pile progress. I have touched nothing this month apart from Bloodborne, but we'll discuss that when we get to Dick. This month, I've watched, again, echo what Dave said, I watched Bly Manor, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as Hill House. I thought Hill House was really, really good. Bly Manor, not quite so good. Definitely not as spooky or scary. Not that I get scared at stuff, but I understand when stuff is supposed to be scary, but it wasn't. It was kind of bordering on sadder than scary, I think. A bit more melancholy. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. Apart from that, no other real TV, because a lot of my spare time has been on Bloodborne. And I have this month big news from the Southern Hemisphere. I was unceremoniously removed from my band. I'm not going to go into all the details, but yeah, that was quite good fun for a while. Some quite heated emails being sent backwards and forwards.
But you do sound okay about it. I don't know, inside you might be screaming and whatever, but I'm speaking to you over the last few days, you do seem to be quite calm.
Well, it was something that was coming anyway, I think, because I kind of... I know we talked about this when I was streaming yesterday.
It's because your bass skills were so wicked.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I don't want to kind of like come across as a bit of a dick here, but all the bands I've played down here, there's kind of this that'll do attitude when it comes to kind of practicing, and you're like, no, that's just not. We haven't nailed the ending. We haven't like figured out what we're doing in this bit. And they go, oh no, it's fine. We can take that out and gig. It's like, no, and that's kind of like the attitude. And I've kind of got a bit more of a perfectionist attitude when it comes to like going out and doing gigs. Because if you're going out and getting paid for it, you kind of like, you need to have like a professional product that you're putting out, and that's just my attitude.
Fuck, you don't have the same attitude to podcasting.
Yeah, too right.
Yeah, move your camera down a bit because it's not perfect.
Yeah, we can only see the bottom half of your face, mate. That's better.
That's my best feature. So
a good creative bust up was there. There was I'm going in one direction, you're going in another.
There was a difference of opinion. Let's put it that way.
Was this around Sir Duke?
No, they couldn't fucking handle Sir Duke. My God. So no, the difference. Okay, just a brief synopsis. The difference of opinion was whether we should do a gig, which is in. It was in this particular point when all this kicked off was in less than 2 weeks. We had 2 practices, and they wanted to learn something like 11 new songs in the 2 practices. And I was like, that's just not feasible. And if they didn't learn the new songs, they wouldn't have enough material. So I'm saying, you're not prepared for this gig. You should step down now and let the venue know. And they refused, kicked me out and got another bass player in. So good luck to them. Not so that.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm not telling you what happened next. I'm not telling you what happened next because I do come across as a real dick if I tell you what happened next. Anyway, moving on.
Did you turn up in the dark with some marigold gloves and a big syringe?
Honestly, it's on a par with that.
No. The reason, sorry, I got excited then because the Dexter's coming back, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's.
So I got all excited.
So anyway, what I did was actually it was really bad, but it was kind of a very rash in the moment decision thing that I did, and I wouldn't say I regret it, but
you shat in the drum kit.
That would have been
better. Stuart knows. I actually told Stuart what I did, so Stuart knows what I did.
I want to know now.
Stuart knows what I did.
I know what you did
Dave
as well,
knows what I
Duane,
did.
and mate, you could have smeared shit all over that drum kit.
Yeah, all of it. He hates drummers.
Fucking hate drummers.
And it's weird that I think he likes me. I'm not too sure.
That's because I've never played with you in a band.
I know what you did to the last drummer.
Oh, said that, Phil. Go on, Rich. Brilliant.
Anyway, moving on.
So, but luckily, you don't want to talk about it. So that's
we're not
so
talking about it. Moving on. I've already said more than I wanted to.
Oh, are you going to do a question special?
Yeah, that's an idea. Anyway, what have you been watching, reading, listening?
I've just Blind Manor. Not really been reading anything at the moment. It's not really kind of done any more.
You're still doing all the crosswords every day.
I do
in that bloody newspaper, and then your smart ass take a picture of it, and go, "Ooh, look at me, I'm so cool."
Yeah, I just want you to look at them, and go, "Oh yeah, that's how you get the answer." So you can start figuring out how to do cryptic crosswords. They're great fun.
Up your ass.
If you notice every picture he sends.
Can I ask a question? Are you planning on doing a Duane Pearson jazz bass revival?
No, maybe.
No. Okay.
No, I think I'm hanging. I think I'm hanging up my bass now. I'm actually done.
I was just seeing whether or not you were you could possibly reference you to Spinal Tap, because that's what happens there.
Have there been any successful solo bass players?
Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. I don't know. Is he successful? Well, who knows?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
anyway,
fine.
Sting is another one. He's a bass player,
was a
wasn't
singer, wasn't he?
And a bass player.
Just funny enough, they all dropped
player.
the idea of actually playing bass when they were solo. But
and your poll progress is
Bloodborne.
It's just that one game, which you're going to talk about
in Dick.
later on.
And Stu, what have you been up to this month?
So, like every month, it's just normal work stuff, family stuff. But I went out. I actually went out somewhere before lockdown of everything. So I've not actually been properly out since March.
You haven't been out.
2002.
Proper out. It's amazing. So I've been going to work and back and that, but I'm literally just going to the office.
Did you dress up?
I wore a shirt and some shoes. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
No trousers?
Don't need trousers. Ready for action. Anyway, so it was my wife's birthday, and we had a meal at a steakhouse called Hickory's. It was amazing. And it was.
Did you try that new marinade with the salt and pepper?
Oh, no, you know what? I did. I did actually suggest it to them, and
excellent.
I did suggest it to them, but for some reason, they didn't seem that keen on it. But
I'm just going to sit here and go.
Oh, beep beep beep!
Exactly.
So, and it was lovely. It was so nice to be out there, and we had a couple of friends with us as well, and it was quite funny because they were like 2 meters away. It was like, and there was us, and we had cocktails all night and loads of just lovely meat. And it was really nice. It was more being out of the house to go somewhere, which wasn't work and back or the supermarket and back, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing what's happened to me this month, and it was great. So, but that probably won't happen again now for a while, because I think if all the lockdown happens again, then oh well. What I've been watching So I finished. There was some talk on the main MLG group about a program called Utopia, and I was thinking, I've never heard of that, and I didn't realise at the time. I just thought there was an American-only version, but apparently, well, it's not apparently. There's actually the English version was made first, and then the Americans adapted it. So I watched the American one of Utopia, and I thought it was really good. It's got John Cusack in it, really good. It's actually a bit scary because it's probably exact. You could match it to what's going on in our world right now. It's all about pandemic and all that stuff. Has anybody watched it, by the way?
I watched the
I've heard some
English
hubbub
one.
about it. Yeah,
Right. So it is really good. And then I discovered the English one. So I've watched all the English one, and apart from the name and the general feeling of there's a pandemic, and probably a few little plot points, the American one is nothing like it.
Which,
like, for one, they kill one of the main characters off in the first episode.
well, which is better then?
You know what? I don't know. The English one seems more pretentious.
Oh, really?
And more hoity-toity. Yeah,
Oh,
it does.
well, hoity-toity.
It seems
Hoity-toity
more.
cup of tea.
It seems more intelligence. More, I don't know. More. Oh, look at us. We're doing really. We're pushing the boundaries of art. In some bits like that. And the English and the American one's just a typical American. It's very good. Don't get me wrong, but it's very formulaic.
Yeah, but which one did you enjoy more? What?
I think the American one.
You enjoyed the American one,
actually. Yeah, I think I just wanted something which was easily. The American one's easier to digest than the English one. The English one you have to think a little bit more.
Did you watch both series of the English?
Yeah.
I thought series 1 was great, and I thought series 2 was shit. On the English, because it just kind of repeats.
You know what?
With a different guy.
Well, I watched it in a different way then, because I watched them back to back, and to me, they were just one thing. There was no. I couldn't really tell the difference between first and second season.
So you'd say
it was just a.
So you'd say the American one was a good steak, and the British one is venison.
Yes, I mean the British one is better, but
like venison is a better meat than steak. In many ways.
The American one, I do believe,
sometimes what you want.
There's two characters, like John Cusack character, which I'm not going to say.
God, how old is John Cusack now?
About 50 odd, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah. Anyway, his character, I preferred his character than the one which he's meant to portray as the English one.
Yeah.
And also, there's a sidekick. It's a hitman kind of. I prefer the American hitman to the English hitman. But I don't know, but they're very good. They're both.
I've heard some hubbub about it, and I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
You think I should just go straight into the American one then?
I don't know. Yeah, I think go into the American one. They're different enough, to be fair. The American one have done really well by changing a lot of the script. It's the essence is still the same, but they've
basically like The Office UK and The Office America.
I never watched The Office American one, but I'll take your word for it.
Yes, it's like that. They're the basic same premise, completely different storylines, but you can see the connection.
Also, I've been watching Ratchet. Anybody been watching that?
No, I've heard it's good.
Yeah, it's very good if they make it into an 1.5-hour film, not a series which is an hour each, and there's about 10 or 11 of them. They do drag it out. I mean, it's a very nice looking.
Sounds like this podcast.
Yeah. So it is good there. So I've been watching Discovery, as we just said, on Disney Channel. Watched Onward because Dex loves that, and that's all we're watching at the moment. And I started watching this series called The Future Man. It's like a comedy. It's the guy who's the
guy at Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. He's in it, and it's okay. It's just on whenever, so, and it's fine. Right, my poll progress though. God, I am doing really bad.
What floor are you on?
I'm going to say something now, and Packer's going to go, why don't you Packer 5 it then? I'm finding really hard getting into God of War. I know it's a good game.
Why don't you Packer 5 it?
Yeah.
You set that up, sorry.
The problem is, though, I play it and I get lost. I don't know if anybody else has ever played it, but the map is... I have no fucking idea where I'm supposed to go. And they end up going down this... I suppose it's a bit like Bloodborne, where you don't know where you're going and you walk down this road and you've been twatted by something which you shouldn't be down there at that point. So you should be somewhere else. But it doesn't really tell you this game.
Yeah, and you find you're spending a lot of time fighting things that you don't even know if you're going in the right direction.
Exactly, yeah. And also, I'm going into the menu system and the skill tree. I'm thinking, what I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But the essence of the game and the characters in there are really good. I do like them. It's just I'm just finding it a slog. I don't know. I would say I'm not even halfway through. And
it sounds like you don't have the necessary skills to play that.
Maybe.
Dave has major experience with that.
Maybe.
Yes.
But
I know that feeling.
And Broken Record Time, it's all been about Division 2. So, and I love it still. So it's still not got boring to me. Well, it's a bit boring, but I like it. It's nice. It's nice comfort food. So it's really good. And I think that is the problem. That game is stopping me from playing God of War, I think.
Put it down.
And maybe other stuff. So maybe I need a detox. Uninstall it.
Delete it off your machine.
I can't now. I'm doing really well at the moment. I'm really getting into it at the moment.
You don't have to delete your progress. Just delete the game.
No, I know. So,
have you got it disc or digital?
Digital.
I think it's. We should. We've got what 2 months, 2.5 months left.
Mm.
I mean, it's definitely worth making some pledges for the last couple of months and trying to get through a couple of games and throwing a couple in there, a couple of gauntlets down, and say, right, we will do this, because we've all got into a rhythm in many games. We got FIFA COD going on, Streets of Rage.
I've got nothing.
Division 2 and Pokemon Co. or whatever, making Star Wars
making
Lego things.
Because he's got no games.
Yeah.
Making other band members cry.
I'm not saying we do it as a challenge. It's just probably time for us to go, right, let's just shake this up and actually just get some. Let's see if we can all throw a little gauntlet down and pick one game each and go.
Honestly, I need to. I don't know whether you feel like it's in COD. Like where I'm progressing or where I want to be, I feel really good, and I still want to keep on playing it. So I don't really want to stop playing it, which is good because that's why you play a game, because you enjoy it. But I know it's stopping me from doing other games as well. So
yeah.
But yes, I think you are right, Rich. I think we ought to try and do something.
Stu, if it makes you happy, then it can't be that bad.
No, it's not. Is that a lyric
it is.
for the song?
It's Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It's who?
Sheryl Crow.
Shania Twain, I was going to say.
Shania Twain.
Mate, like I'd be quoting Shania Twain lyrics.
Cheryl Cole.
Come on.
Anyway.
Crow.
Cheryl Cole.
That's a different level. Sorry, Shania Twain above or below that?
Right, we're going to move swiftly now into New Games with James.
Hooray! Go!
Well, let's keep this shit brief.
Keep your brief shit?
You say that every month, sir.
Oh, yeah. And, the last few have been brief. So, there's a few. I was going to talk about FIFA 21. I'm not now because we've talked enough about that. So, we can delete that one off
Thank
the
God
list.
for that.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
So, out now on PS4, Xbox, PC, and Switch is Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
Once I played 1, 2, and 3, I'll let you know.
Has anybody played a Crash Bandicoot game before?
Yeah.
I have played it in another game.
Uncharted 4, yeah. I played it in Uncharted 4 as well.
Only time I've ever played it.
So, if you've played 3, which clearly some people haven't, it's almost exactly the same as that.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you also get to play as a female Bandicoot at points as well.
But it's Naughty Dog, right? So is this like a top quality game?
It's not Naughty Dog. It's Activision.
Yeah.
I thought it was Naughty Dog.
No, it's Activision.
What?
Activision made it.
Activision.
You know, the Call of Duty people.
So why am I thinking about Naughty Dog?
Because they originally made it. I mean,
did they?
Or they? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, they made the Crash Bandicoot. They did, didn't they? Have we got that right?
Well, it was in obviously it was in a Naughty Dog game in Uncharted 4. So it's probably right to say they had something to do with it. But I didn't think. I mean, when did Crash Bandicoot 1 come out? There's a PS1 title,
isn't it a PS1 game?
So it's got to be late mid 90s. I guess it could be because Uncharted came out on the PS1 as well. So yeah.
I've never been a big Crash Bandicoot fan. I loved Crash Team Racing though. That was very good.
Yeah,
Mario Kart clone.
That. Yeah, very much so. But I really enjoyed it mainly because I didn't have a Nintendo, so
yeah,
didn't do Mario Kart.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's a format that works, so why not?
Absolutely. I'm going to skip the next game.
And if Nintendo know how to make a format that works to the nth degree,
don't they?
Then no one else does.
Out on October the 29th, PS4, Xbox, PC, Watch Dogs Legion. The new Watch Dogs.
Oh, Watch Dogs.
Talk about Watch Dogs. Remember my view about Watch Dogs? No.
You love it.
That game can go and fuck itself.
Oh my god, yeah, Watch Dogs. Do you know what I was thinking of? No, Watch Dogs. Oh my god, yeah, that's a terrible game.
Well, what I'd have to see is I'd have to see some. I don't know.
I was thinking of Sleeping Dogs. That's
Great
game.
Which is the other one.
Don't mix those up, parents.
You did just because it's got dogs in the title.
Yeah,
I only picked that one because of Stu's love for it.
Yeah,
it's his favourite.
Instantly forgettable, ignorable.
They've got Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid saga continues.
No way! I didn't know there was a game.
Game?
PS4, Xbox,
I couldn't technically use my gift.
October the 27th.
That would so regret that. Oh my god, a TV show licensed game, but I want it now. Take my money.
It looks fucking horrendous.
I'm going to look this shit up now.
What?
I didn't realise this.
Have a look at it. Have a look. It looks absolutely dreadful. It looks like a shit version of Streets of Rage. A real shit.
Is it? I mean, Karate Kid's 90s.
If you get to play as Johnny Lawrence, I'm fucking fine.
Yeah. It looks awful. But I thought just for a bit of comedy, I'd raise that one up.
You could actually do a lot with that game, but they've clearly just thrown a license at someone, and someone's just made the minimum viable product.
They really have made.
That is exactly what they've done.
It's funny you used to say that, though. I tell you what, I really enjoyed the Stranger Things 8-bit version game on the mobile when it came out.
That is good.
That is actually a good game, and I thought it was going to be really cheap, and I thought, this is nice to play, but I actually got quite into it. It was a very clever port. So
this doesn't look clever. This just looks wank.
Yeah.
And the final game I picked out, because everyone's going to love it, Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh God, I want this game.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
And it's all
out
VR
now.
And I will be buying it in January the 1st, probably.
On PS4, Xbox, and PC.
And it's fully playable in VR.
I think I've got a feeling my gaming bill is going to get not far off £400 in January. Maybe five, maybe 1,000. If you're buying a PS5 system as well, it's going to be a grand. You've got to be prepped to drop in $1,000 in January.
The amount of money we've saved, we're just going to
just spend it all.
Right,
if I hadn't been putting all my time into Bloodborne this month, I think I probably would have gone for that. I really do. But then I was
Have you still got a gift? Have you still got a gift?
I've still got my Joker to play. Last of Us 2.
Joker, sorry.
I do. I was chatting with Dave Southall about it, and he said I think it's still a bit glitchy. And
is it?
I think come Christmas, sort of like New Year, I think it'll be on sale anyway, so I'll probably pick it up a bit cheaper. So just hang in there and wait.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
It's a shame it's glitchy. That's the worst thing that it could have been, really.
Yeah, he said it's not.
It's glitchy because it's multiplayer.
It's only in only one of the modes. I think he said one of the modes is a bit glitchy. I can't remember which one he said it was, but he said it's a little bit.
But apparently they're not releasing any DLC or anything for it. It's just that's the game.
Standard. Who makes it?
Who else?
Division.
I thought it was EA.
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 Sorry,
EA. Star Wars at the moment.
EA. Sorry, yeah.
I've heard good things.
I've heard good things.
I've heard good things about it.
Good.
But if they can't, if EA, if they can't make £1 billion out of micro purchases, then they don't bother anymore.
Apparently, there's none in that game.
No, exactly. That's why they won't support it.
Yeah. So
it's just like, oh, fuck it then. You just buy it and just get on with it. We'll keep the lights on and we'll keep some bread in the bloody bin and you can have some milk and that's it. But far from that, you get fuck all else.
On MLG's webpage or Facebook page, that when that game was released and everybody had all their like multi-monitors set up and joysticks and oh god, I was just thinking, I want to play.
I want to play it in VR. Apparently, it's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah. No, that's it. Because did you play Battlefront 2?
No, because I hate EA, so I really don't buy EA games if I can help it.
That was the first one, yeah. No, mate. You, honestly, that's a good Star Wars game. I'm surprised you didn't buy that, but the VR in that is just great. It's a very small section, only 10 minutes, but
Battlefront.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
Yeah,
which,
Star Wars.
yes.
There's kind of flying.
Yeah. Battlefront 1. That's it. Not Battlefront 2. They didn't have any VR.
Playing a. Oh god. What's the ship called? I'm Duane. The one that Skywalker uses to
mate, there's 300
yeah,
ships.
To tie the AT-AT's legs.
The land speeder, snow speeder.
Snow speeder. Is that the VR version?
No, that's not in there. No.
No. Oh.
No, it's an X-wing you fly.
I think I dreamt it.
Anyway,
I must have dreamt it.
Now, on the Atari 2600, you've got Empire Strikes Back, where there's an AT-AT walking across the screen. You've got the sprite.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to try and trip it over.
Brilliant.
So
I've just watched the trailer for the Cobra Kai game, actually, and it looks fucking awful.
Yeah, I told you. It looks absolutely
it's mostly,
like Rich said, they've literally just gone...
The trailer is actually mostly clips from the TV show and not the actual game. Because it's that bad. They're like, we're not even going to show you the game.
They show the least amount possible. But Rich is right. If you saw an advert for Cobra Kai without watching it, you'd think this is some Karate Kid fucking trip down memory lane shit. It's rubbish. But actually, it's brilliant. So maybe the game is awesome.
Okay, you get it. Let us know.
No. It looks like it looks shaded. Is it? I haven't watched the trailer, but yeah,
a little bit, not like
you can get away with a lot of things with that. So, James, are you?
I'm done. That's it. That was it.
That was short.
Nice.
It was short because there wasn't a huge amount out that I thought. Oh, like for example, for me, there was NHL 21 because I love an NHL game, but wasn't really anything in there that I read and was like, there's a lot of DLC out for different shit, but
cool. Okay, right then. And for our next segment, what?
Sexment.
Sexment.
Our next segment is Dave is Challenged. Come on, Dave.
Dave is Challenged.
Right. What the effing hell has happened with Dick? What's going on with your dick? Come on.
Get your dick out.
Are you talking to me?
I am talking to you because it's all gone a bit weird. We've missed one. Have we missed one? Are you in lead? Are you not in the lead? What's going on? What's going on, Dave? Tell me.
I would just like... Okay, I'll point out then that this month was Bloodborne. Bloodborne. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. Last month's was Plants vs. Zombies.
It wasn't to start with.
Which
it was.
It was. I specifically chose because Duane had it,
but he hasn't got it.
He didn't have it, but he hasn't got it.
Even the games he's got, he hasn't got.
He ain't got.
Yeah, exactly. So that fucked that up. So that threw it into disarray. Mm-hmm. Not my problem. Just want to point out, not my problem.
Not a good band either. But, we go.
It was wrongly. Dwayne declared that he had it. And
I've made my excuses and I've apologised. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So then I attempted to challenge Stuart, who was up for it, and then at the last moment said, "Actually, I haven't got the game either."
Because I'll stop you there, sir, because I believe that you have access to my spreadsheet, and you saw I had the access to that game. What you forgot to see was it said Plant vs Zombies, not Plant vs Zombies 2. So I will take some of the blame. I will take some of the blame, but I'm not taking all of it.
So I would just like to point out that I've challenged 2 people on this, been rebuffed both times. I've stood there bare-chested saying, come on then, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough, and it's not happened twice, so therefore I should be awarded a bye.
No.
How about you get a fuck off and be happy with that?
How about I get fucked? What?
You can't just...
Okay, I'm willing to overlook.
Challenge us to games we don't have, and then...
Yeah, but you declared that you have
No,
one.
I did declare I had PVZ1-2. I never did.
Listen, let's...
Duane did. Okay, the only person wrong here, and you got beef with, is Duane, not me.
Right.
Not James, not Richard.
Let's decide. Let's throw this into the cider ring and play Uno.
Okay.
Uno.
Which
Challenge someone
hasn't got, so...
Well, I was just going to say it's a 4-player game, but we don't need to worry about
it.
Duane hasn't got Uno.
I want Uno. I think I'll be getting it in the new year.
Oh, it's ace. It's a great game.
It is good.
Okay, what we'll do then, we'll do Uno.
Well, yeah, okay, fine. This month we'll do Uno. So I need to challenge somebody.
Challenge someone. We'll do it. We'll all 4 play and challenge one of us at Uno.
I'll challenge Rich because Stu, I know you are an Uno veteran.
Yeah, but Uno's just a game of chance.
Yeah.
Well,
completely
is it though?
so it doesn't matter.
Is it?
We'll see, Dave.
Is it?
You going to say it's skill or luck?
There is an element of skill involved.
And so if you lose at Uno, it's because you're shit then.
It's down to luck. If I win, but if I win, it's down to skill.
I want you to define whether it's luck or skill right now.
I will after we finish.
Now, I want you to declare now if this is a game of luck or a game of skill.
I would say it's 60% luck, 40% skill.
So you're saying it's a game of skill. So if you win, it's because you've been good. But if you lose, it's because you're shit.
Uno is a game of skill.
Done. Move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Right then. So we will definitely and we will definitely do this within the next 2 weeks.
We could do it after this. We can do it after this.
But we'll
I
need to practice.
How long do you need, Dave, to train up on Uno?
But there are all sorts of rules. It depends which deck you play with and what.
Just play the basic.
Okay, we'll do this offline, but it will be in the next week. We'll do it offline and
Uno, me versus all 4 of us playing. Me versus
you go away and strategise for Uno and all the levels. Obviously, whether or not the stupid rabbits come out and throw cards at you, or whether or not things blow up on the screen. You decide on which is the best strategy.
I'll decide that, but we also need to decide a limit to it. So
you set up a game and you can have a certain number. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's all in the game. Anyway,
carry on
to the more important Dick challenge, which actually was successful. So what's happened between you and Duane?
Okay, so I'll lead off with this because I was the one who challenged Kitty. Hi, Kitty. I was
focused.
Sorry,
Duane,
I get distracted by cats. I challenged Dave to Bloodborne, and the challenge was quite just basic, simple. Who can make the progress? Who can down the most bosses in the time between recording. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Kind of just basically get as far as you can. That was the challenge.
Like the way Dave challenged himself to discos in the late 90s.
So anyway, yes, David, over to you. I think you have something to say about this.
Well, I sort of. It's a good challenge, Wayne, by the way, and it's rekindled.
Oh yeah, I will actually just sort of interject and say I have despite my initial misgivings about actually choosing this, once I kind of got into it and kind of found like a little bit of a rhythm, I've actually really, really enjoyed playing it. I'm actually going to go on and finish it this year, I think. Definitely.
So I had kind of, in my mind, I had 2 pledges to myself, really, as far as this game was concerned. So pledge 1 was I wasn't going to consult any walkthroughs or YouTube videos or anything like that. And I think we discussed that.
That was one of the things we said. No walkthroughs, guides, anything.
Fair play, Dave. Fair play.
So that was pledge. That's pledge 1, which I honoured. And then pledge 2, I pledged that I thought, you know what, a good pledge would be, I'm going to be completely transparent with my opponent in terms of my progress within the game to make sure it's a fair fight.
You never pledged that, though. Is that just a personal?
No, you've just made that up since.
You may have pledged it to yourself,
but my own moral compass pledged that for me.
Was this after you bought Fall Guys?
No, let's move on. Come on. Play nice.
Carry on. Okay, so you decided to reveal your progress.
Keep your hand exposed.
Well, of course I did, because that's the sporting thing.
So you were playing online, and when you got a trophy, it would sync to the PSN, and then everybody could see you got that trophy.
Everyone knows where they're at, don't they? Everyone knows where they're at. Everybody's happy. There's a really clear goal of what you need to achieve.
Okay.
Why are you saying all this, though, Dave?
Dave, is it you actually achieving those trophies, though, Dave?
I've done. To be honest, mate, I'm really happy with what I've done on this game. Actually, I played it first a couple of years ago. I've got further than I did then. I've started to enjoy it as well, actually. So, fair play to Duane, and hats off to Duane for choosing this. And there has been an element of cooperation. Duane has given me some tips, haven't you, Duane? To be fair, and it was the same with when we did the Resident Evil challenge
February,
back in, I think that was February.
Yeah. Doesn't that make you suspicious though when Duane is helping you?
Well, not at first.
Well, if you didn't think he was ahead of you, why would you accept a tip from people who...
I didn't start helping him until he realised what I'd done.
Yeah, so Duane, to be fair, was talking himself down when we talked about it. He was saying, fucking hell, I wish I hadn't done this.
Because it was funny.
And then, which is one thing. And then I was looking at his progress and I thought, fucking hell, he hasn't played this game since the end of September. What's going on? And it transpires that he'd been hiding his progress in the game from me. I'll let you guys decide whether or not it's probably within the rules, but whether or not that is within the spirit of the competition.
100%.
So the challenge was to get.
Well, are you fucking
in my defence, this was my logic for it. In my defence, so my logic for this was I didn't want you to see how far I had got, so that you didn't either No.
Well, I know that.
So the options that could have happened were that you could just kind of go, fuck this, he's so far ahead, there's no way I can catch, I'm giving up. I didn't want you to give up. So I did it for your own good.
That's very magnanimous of you, Duane. Thank you very much. That's lovely.
I didn't want you doing just enough to win. I wanted you to do as well as you could. That was the reason I did it.
Duane, if only you said at first you were doing it for my own good, everything would have been all right.
There we go. Sorted.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
So,
everything's fine.
I had to throw a fellow host under the bus, but we did have a secret Facebook Messenger group called Let's Get Dave, I believe, where you were kind of plotting.
Let's Get Dave.
We'll let you in the group now. You can read it all the
really
past
funny.
posts.
This was all kind of kicked off when the Fall Guys thing happened. I was like, okay, let's. So it's like because I was like chatting with like all individuals. Like, no, we need to do this as a group because it's just too funny. In retrospect, what I should have said is actually we both like hide our progress, so neither of us actually know where either of the other one is, and actually that would have been quite good fun. But anyway, what were the results? What were the results, David?
Well, Duane, you got. I think I defeated 3 bosses. No.
You've done 4 now, I think, because you did Vicar Amelia last night.
What was the 4th boss?
Well, you've definitely got 2 on YouTube. We have definite hard evidence of those 2 going down.
So I've beaten the Cleric Beast, the Father Gascoigne.
I did those 2.
The Blood-Starved Beast and
Amelia,
Amelia, which I'm on a personal note, I'm very chuffed with, and I'm happy with that, and I will continue. Whether I'll finish it or not, I don't know, but
how many more bosses are there?
I've no idea. There's just loads.
I've no fucking clue.
There are actually.
I know there is a secret hidden boss called Mr. Nefarious Techniques. He's called Nefarious Techniques, and he looks a lot like Duane.
Oh, that reminds.
That's all I'm saying.
What did you call your character, Dave?
Fuck off, Duane. I called him.
You are most welcome.
So fuck off, Duane. Can find the hidden character and fuck you up. Yeah.
So I lost.
Well, I haven't actually said how I've done. I haven't said how I've done. So I mean, I think so.
Yes. Sorry, mate.
I downed Cleric Beast, Father Gascoigne, Bloodstaff Beast, Vicar Amelia, Witch of Hemwick, Shadow of Yharnam, and Dark Beast Pal. And I also did one yesterday, which you don't get a trophy for. It's in one of the Chalice dungeons. So there was another one I'd done, but there's no records as a trophy. So no, but it's irrelevant anyway because I think I did 7.
So you did 7 to my 4. So
very good
stuff.
Yeah, impressive. It was
impressive showing. I have to say, you did.
No, I'm very impressed.
Way better than I even anticipated.
I bothered to turn that thing on.
You know what? Dave's a better gamer than I. Absolutely 100%. I don't want to touch that game. Even when you were streaming it last night, and I was watching it, and it's like, this is just too depressing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I watched your fight against Father Gascoigne, and I went, nah.
But it doesn't stay depressing. It gets less depressing.
No, I just think you get desensitized to it.
Yeah, I think that's what happens, Dave.
That is like Alien Isolation. You do get towards the end. I was just like, oh, yeah, the alien. Whoopsie.
Yeah,
which you definitely weren't like at the start.
But at the start, yeah. So I can see how Bloodborne probably just get into a groove of it and just like, yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's really intimidating at first, but it does get less intimidating once. Once you've died a few times,
you just get used to it.
And all the rest of it is.
I wonder how much game time you guys both put in to get that progress, though.
Lots for me, a lot.
I wonder if there's another calculation to do, actual gameplay divided by bosses.
I like that. Fucking yes, Rich. Like to do that.
So we take out the element of just grinding.
Which there has been a lot of
gameplay per boss. Yeah, man.
Literally, isn't that a part of the game? Is to grind to get all the resources to do what you have to do.
But who's most efficient? This won't be the dick. It's not the challenge, but it'd be interesting to know who was most efficient.
Yeah.
Did Dave get to 4 bosses in 3 hours, and Duane did 7 bosses in 25 hours? He did. That won't be the stats, but they might be the other way round. But it'd be interesting to know efficiency.
It's as a point of interest, it would be worth a look. But for this month, Duane has soundly beaten me with his dick. 7-3.
Let's take yourself short, mate.
7-4.
Sorry, 7-4. Although I did declare my progress all the way through. #just saying.
Okay, you can have an extra one.
How much difference? What actually was Duane right? If you he'd got to boss 5, would you have just pack-a-5'd it?
For 2.5 weeks, I thought I had it in the bag.
So that's
wow.
Genuinely, 100%. And I thought, well, I've fucking done him here. He hasn't even got past Gascoigne because his last trophy was Cleric Beast.
So you were observing his. So you were fine to observe his, but apparently it wasn't right for him to observe you.
No, it would have been fine for.
No, he didn't declare his. He was looking at. He knew exactly where I was.
But then he did exactly the thing which I was wondering if he would do, just enough to secure the win, and that wasn't the challenge. The challenge was to get as far as you could. So me hiding my progress.
The challenge was to beat more bosses than your opponent.
To get as far as you could.
No, to beat more bosses than your opponent.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same.
It would have been interesting, Dave, whether or not you would have chased him.
Duane, if you were in my band, I'd fucking throw you out, you bastard.
and
keep poking him,
and I'd let you.
That's funny.
Fucking hell.
You got him in the end. He was ready for it, but he did actually get a bit salty at the end. Then.
Oh, brilliant!
But I'm enjoying playing it. So and I have got further than I did. Certainly further than I did last time. Further than I thought I would, to be honest. So I'm considering it a bit of a personal.
No, I think you should, and I think we're looking at doing some co-op to kind of like do some stuff together on it in future.
Now you can go through all the walkthroughs you like.
So it's back to your home challenge this month, then, is it?
Yep. So what's next?
It is, yeah.
Dave, what shall?
Right. So we're going to do Uno in a couple of weeks, and that will knock off the one from a couple of months ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this month's challenge, and I'm taking Ketter and Dan's advice, wipe out 5th place, whatever he was, fair play Dan, join us again. We're going to go for Down Well, and I believe the only person that's got that is Stuart. So me and Stu, streaming an hour, score chase, Down Well, which is a great game, by the way.
Because it was cross.
Oh,
I've got
Have you got a game called
I do have it,
which is slightly different?
Because it was a PS Plus game, and I believe it's also cross-buy. So I do have a Vita. So would I be able to play it on the Vita if I wanted to, or have I got to play it on the PS4?
It's got to be on the PS4.
It's got to be on the PS4. Okay, that's fine. So it has to be on the PS4. Okay, that's cool.
Well, it's important that we have a level playing field, which is more than I had this month. So, that's...
That was a level playing field. You just didn't know where he was.
So, okay, so it will be... The rules will be roughly start at the same point, play for a set amount of time, finish on a score chase, or play as many games.
Well, I don't know how the game works, so Dave would have to... How does it work, Dave?
So, you start at the top of the well and you're going downwards. That's why it's called Down Well. What we could do a couple of things. We could have a score chase, or we could have a
speed run, like a speed run.
Yeah, I think we'll have because it's split into certain sections. So there's kind of level 1, 2, and 3, and then you go down and level in the well, and then there's 3 sections to that.
One hour, get as far as you can.
Yeah, 1 hour, get as far as you can.
That's what we did with Resogun.
No, that was scores. We're going to do get onto the furthest level that you...
Oh, okay. All right. We should be able to stream that together as well.
Yeah, start at 0 and just get as far down as you can.
But it's you'll like it, Stu. It's a great game.
I know what it is.
The graphics, the graphical style is
spectrum-y, isn't it?
Basic to say the least. But the actual gameplay mechanics are awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it then. So
good. So I could get a double bubble
next month. Yeah, you could. Next month is going to be Downwell, and you are challenging me, which is great because I've never played the game. But okay, how many times have you actually played it? I mean, a bit. Or...
It was on his trophy.
A reasonable amount.
Quite recently, it was top of his trophy.
Yeah.
So he's been prepping for it.
No, I think I need to re-download the game, so that's fine. There's not a problem.
You will definitely need to re-download the game, yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I just fired up Bloodborne just as a point of interest. My hours played is a lot. 51.5 hours I've put into it.
For this run?
For this run.
I'll just have a look at mine. Yeah, 3.5.
So you win then, surely, by those maths. Right then, well, thank you, Dave, for David's challenge. And
what's the score now then? Sorry, so the run in total.
You're losing 7-2.
Drain's efficiency is 7.2, Dave. So you've got to beat that. Honestly, beat it.
Right. Okay. I'll turn my PlayStation.
The score is 9.
No, it's not. It's 7-2.
7-2. And it could be 7-3 after Uno. If he can get his skills out there.
If he gets it all together and the pressure doesn't hit him and he doesn't crack under the pressure, by the end of November it could be 7-4. But he will not be able to be a winner. The best he can do...
Thanks for the vote of confidence,
you
James.
can't. The best you can do is 1-5, lost 7.
Yeah. It won't be anywhere near. It won't be anywhere near that.
He's playing Bloodborne. He's won in my eyes. There's no way I could. No, I could never. No. Well done, Dave, for just even turning on Bloodborne and at least killing one boss. So, right then, and now it's time for Duane's community questions. Woo! It's Duane's question time.
All right, so it is time for questions. So we'll do a question first before we do anything else, because that's what this is about, I suppose. Adam Boyne, he asks us via the medium of Facebook, what game have you missed being able to play this year the most? Among Us, Star Wars Squadrons, Last of Us 2? He would say Fall Guys, but obviously we've all played that now. Stuart?
Oh, mine will be Last of Us 2. That'll be one of the first games I will be firing up in January. I can't wait. So that's the one I've missed. So, yeah, that's my answer.
Rich?
I'm going to say the Ghost of, what's it called? Tsushima. And this is, and it's very, very weird because all I've seen is screenshots. I don't actually know anything about it. Screenshots and community hype. And I'm like, I want to buy that game. And I know nothing about it. But for some reason, that's the one that's got me. That's my January the 1st game for PS5, if I get it.
Good choice.
Davey?
That's also I want to play.
Yeah, that's I think it's on my list of ones to pick up. Dave?
Same as Rich, Ghost of Tsushima. Every time I go into Tesco's, I look at it and it's £49, and I swear to God, if that was £30,
it will be a new year,
or on any kind of offer, I would have bought it by now. I don't know. I'm drawn to it.
Like me, have you seen any gameplay of it? Really, more beyond a bit.
I've seen a bit.
Do you know anything about it?
I've seen a bit. What I'm the picture of it I've got in my head is that it's kind of it's a bit like a Dark Souls game. It's got different stances, but it's nowhere near as hard, which I like the sound of that. And what I'm hearing is it's got an excellent story as well, which is great. So I like the sound of that. And the last few days, there's been something called Legends, I think it is, Ghost of Tsushima Legends, which is a multiplayer bit, and it's got a raid as well, which Martin's been talking about. So I'm well.
Yeah, but that game has taken Martin away from Division 2, so I don't know whether I'm happy.
Bless.
Martin can play what he wants, Stu. Come on.
I don't know whether I'm happy about that, but anyway, move on.
So for me, Ghost of Tsushima,
James?
Definitely
Good choice.
So Ghost of Tsushima is really high up on the list, but after clearing it, the first one off from my pile of shame, it's The Last of Us 2. Great, loved it, really, really enjoyed it.
I think that's fair enough. What
about you, Duane?
Well, we all know I've played that one, so that's not on my list. Possibly Star Wars Squadrons, just because it's Star Wars. I've got a promise of a lend of the Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I can't even say it. In the new year from a work colleague. He said, "Oh, you can buy it." I said, "Not till the new year." So okay. So yeah, I think, and honestly, I've also seen a little bit of is it that Among Us, that weird little mobile game? I think that just looks like it's a lot of fun.
The annoying thing is, my kids are playing that at the moment, and it's out. They're downstairs on the tablets, just playing in the living room. I'm thinking, I want to play that.
I want to play that game.
It just looks really such good fun.
Well, we did, like James did say, we ought to get like a big community thing next year, and then just all jump in.
Do it.
Hopefully the boat hasn't gone by.
Let's hope so. And Fall Guys, I think I kind of keep watching videos of that and kind of go, God, that just looks so much fun as well. So,
without opening up boring, repeated jokes, I did watch obviously Lily play Fall Guys for a bit.
Watch yourself play Fall Guys.
Right, okay, and continue. And to be fair, it looked like a game that would be interesting for about maybe half an hour, 2 hours.
I think it's one of those ones you kind of jump into every now and again, but I wouldn't want to kind of like do it constantly. It's kind of like just a fun distraction game for like half an hour or so, then coming, okay, I'll play something else.
Yeah, I can't even see it being an evergreen game. Yeah, maybe like we were all, obviously the amount of trauma this has caused this group. We bloody better play it in January. The distraction of downloading it, add to the library. Oh God.
Half of us have got real shit for playing it, and none of us have actually played it. So we need to play it.
We have to play it.
Right.
Terrible.
Let me interject.
Oh yes, we
the last question special we had.
We had a bit of clarification from young Kath. So please, Stu, let us know what did she mean by her question.
Yeah, so obviously the question, if everybody remembers, it was what was it now? Is that there's a radio clicking in the dark, or whatever, and it says what game am I? And we can my answer was Super Meat Boy, but I did give a reason why, and people like thinking. So what did you think it was, Rich?
Silent Hill, voices in the fog, a radio noise.
I
what game do I
thought Silent Hill.
Okay, Dave, what did you think?
I thought it was too obvious for Silent Hill, but I didn't know.
Right, okay. So I emailed her and go, "Come on, Kath, what was it? And she was she didn't email me back for a while, so I had to like poke her again, going, "Come on, Kath, what is it?" And she went, "Silent Hill in it." That's exactly what she put in there.
Oh, was
Silent Hill,
okay.
not Super Meat Boy.
Good.
Big W.
So yeah, that's some clarification on that question.
Kath.
Nice one. Big W for everyone except Stu.
A big L.
Big L.
No. I still stand by my answer. Fuck that game.
Super
Meat
Boy. You idiot.
I stand by my assessment is of all the random titles you could have chosen, that was it. There you go.
Super Meat Boy. Oh, goodness me. Right, so I just clear something else up now. The cryptic crossword type style thing I did had a few entries, not as many as I was hoping. You've disappointed me, community, I'll be honest.
Well, to be honest, it is more than I was expecting.
Well, I had.
If it was more than one,
had.
If it was more than one, you did very, very well.
I had 3, and in joint second would be our lovely listener Joe Middleton and Ross Grieve. Ross wanted to beat Dave, but was actually too late because David already
shit.
In your face, Ross. In your fucking Scottish face. See, hopefully see you next year, mate. MLGX, we'll have a pub again. That was cool.
And the winner with a grand total of 13 is the lovely David Southall. I will be in contact with you to organise a prize.
Well done, Dave.
And speaking of the lovely David Southall, he did something to please Stuart this month, and Stuart's very, very happy about this. So there is an MP3 question. So David, please take it away.
A very good evening to you, Year of Shamers. Dave Southall here again. A giant gap in my pile of shame is the entire Assassin's Creed series, apart from a big chunk of Black Flag. In those games, the Animus is a device which allows the user to access genetic memory and so revisit the past. So my question for you is, if you could learn the honest truth behind any rumour or mystery from the course of human history, what secret is it that you would unravel? Keep up the good stuff, lads. Love ya.
Thanks, Dave, for that. That's awesome. So let's start with Stuart.
The one person who doesn't have an answer.
The one person who said he's
Remember
got
the question, Stu.
What answer can I come out with? I have no idea for this.
Just answer
somebody who's got a slight bit of
just
intelligence.
answer any question.
That's what you usually
Slight
do.
bit of intelligence, the thing in there. I mean, I was trying to think like is this a school? Is this some kind of bully? It was like, why are they such a dickheads, or why was
you
Hitler
could
such a
have.
bad man?
Was there really a city of Atlantis? Were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon real?
Yeah, you could, but that's what now you put them in my head, and so that's not mine now. They're yours. That's just you trying to get the cheeky other one in there, aren't you? That's what it is.
What happened at the end of a particular episode of Blake 7?
Still not watched that.
Actually, what happened to Sapphire and Steel? Does anybody know? Okay. Does anybody know? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? First of all,
I know what you're talking about. I
used to watch that. It used to freak me out. So yeah, that's my question. What happened to Sapphire and Steel? Please move on because I can't think of anything. Sorry, Dave.
Rubbish. Just rubbish.
The entire course of human history.
What happened to Sapphire and Steel? I tell you, I remember one episode. They were in a sewer, and they were chasing somebody, and then this somebody would turn around and they had no face. And I think it was only about 7, and I shit my pants, and I couldn't sleep for days. It was horrible. So what happened to Sapphire?
How do they eat?
Yeah.
If they got no face, how do they eat? How do they breathe? How do they see where they're going?
What's that?
Exactly. These are the questions. What needs to be
What is Sapphire and Steel?
It was like a...
It was a show from the 70s, mate. It had Joanna Lumley in it.
Supernatural,
and it was the bloke,
wasn't it? Really?
Was it Man from U.N.C.L.E.? Was it like Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
David McCallum.
Wow.
David McCallum.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were a pair of.
And as you said, I've still got to watch that, Blake. Except for some reason, the universe has stopped me from watching that. I was going to watch it and stream it, and I didn't. And now I forgot it. I went back through the stream today.
God, yeah.
Went back.
Mate, you've been worried about that since you were 15. You've had the solution presented to you on a plate, and you haven't done anything
and it
about
stopped it. And then I went back through our stream, and it was like so far back I couldn't get to it, and I felt like I was in an episode of the Twilight Zone. It was like, oh no, I had the answer, and I can't. Am I awake? Am I asleep? What's going on? And on that, has anyone seen the new Twilight Zone? It's actually quite good.
No.
Oh no!
No,
I didn't know there was new ones.
Yeah.
Oh right.
New Twilight Zone.
New.
Where is it? Where is it, Rich? What's it on?
Anyway, Rich, what's your actual answer to Dave's actual question?
Dave's actual question. Okay, I have 3. Number 1, the actual mystery I would like to unravel. The serious answer. This is all serious. First of all, is the wow signal. Has anyone heard of the wow signal? Okay, so the wow signal was in the 1970s, and it was pre-SETI. Do you know what SETI is? Search for extraterrestrial
and intelligence.
Oh god, to be honest, I should have done more research. I'm just, but I think it was called the Big Ear or the Big fucking something. Huge array telescope picked up a signal called the wow signal, which has never been satisfactorily explained as a 72-second intelligent signal that hit Earth. Yeah, and go and have a look at it. It's really interesting. Cool. And it basically has not been explained. People have said it was radio signals bouncing off of a passing comet. The argument is that if it was a natural phenomenon, it should have been a repeated phenomenon. If it was a pulsar, or if it was off a gas cloud, a nebula, whatever it was, it should have been repeated. And there's lots of stuff around it. If it was, it couldn't have been. It's just fascinating. I would love to know what that wow signal is, and the reason it's called wow is because the printout of all the numbers that basically indicate that a signal is an intelligent signal is being sent to Earth. The guy was watching it in night shift, and I remember just wrote wow by it. It's a cool story, man.
That sounds awesome. Second
one, is Stevie Wonder actually blind?
I've seen some YouTube video of it.
So he catches. Paul McCartney knocks over a microphone stand while in a gig, and Stevie Wonder catches it. I want to know the truth behind that.
Yeah, but you can hear that.
Hear what?
Not if you've got music going on around you and like drums and
watch
stuff.
Watch it.
It's you can't. That's like a very low level noise.
Watch it
around a band.
Is Stevie Wonder actually blind? I want to know the mystery. The third one is what the fuck happened to season 6 of Year of Shame?
Oh, heavy editing coming. Heavy editing coming.
No, that's staying in.
Stu is the authority on season 6, actually, so he will answer that question for you now.
Anyway, next question, Dwayne.
Oh, he won't answer that question.
How would you answer Dave's
question? Mine are fairly boring ones, really.
Can't be as shit as mine. Fuck's sake, James.
Who was Jack the Ripper?
No, he said boring, not shit.
Yeah, boring.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Who was Jack the Ripper? Is one.
Good one.
And another one is, where, if any, is Cleopatra's tomb? If it even exists.
I didn't even know that was a mystery. Why is that even a mystery? Or are you just reading off that Google? Have you just done top 10 mysteries?
Jack, no.
Yeah,
to be fair,
just search the top 10 mysteries.
If you
Who's
did
Jack the
top
Ripper?
10 mystery search, they'd probably both be on there. But I used to be fascinated with the Egyptians when I was just before my
Bananarama era.
Pre-teen, I used to be fascinated with the Egyptians and everything like that. Tutankhamun, all that sort of shit. And yeah, never obviously don't know where Cleopatra's tomb is. And Jack the Ripper is because my mother was into Jack the Ripper, and she used to watch quite a few of Jack the Ripper, not documentaries, but Jack the Ripper type programs on TV. So it's mainly from my childhood. But yeah, if you went on to a top 10 mystery, guarantee you one of them, if not both of them, would be on there.
Interesting. I suppose mine would kind of be sort of reasonably similar. Like, how on earth were those pyramids built? Seriously, because they're just like insane for like the amount of technology that they had at the time. Like, how do they create such big buildings?
Aliens,
exactly. Was it
the wow
was
factor?
It aliens?
The wow factor had the map.
And the other one would be, if it's possible, is the Bermuda Triangle real?
Oh, I used to love that when I was a kid. The Bermuda Triangle, the whole
The
mystery.
Bermuda Triangle. Unfortunately, it was a real television program, wasn't it?
I'm so disappointed in myself how I got shit hands.
Well, it's what we've come to expect from you, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hang on, because sometimes I don't know if I live in reality or not. Was there a show called The Bermuda Triangle and I just sung the theme tune? There was. Good. Because I very much doubted myself then. I sang a theme tune to a TV programme and I was like, what the hell was that about? What was it about?
What was that film? Oh, was it the film called The Philadelphia Experiment? About the warship? What?
That was time.
Yeah, no. But to me, it was around that time when I was fascinated with Bermuda Triangle and all that.
That was a great film.
Well, it was when I was a kid. I can't.
Oh, do you remember the Poseidon adventure?
Never seen it.
The upside
that
down ship. Yeah,
fascinated me as a child. That is an amazing film. I don't think it was to do with the Bermuda
it was just
Triangle, but it was a good film though. That I did, that.
Anyway, I think
P&O liner turning upside down.
Cat hair everywhere. I think we've decided that as we're running to about 2 hours now, we're going to do another.
Dave's not answered.
No.
Oh yeah, we got
Dave.
He was there going. I need you to come back to me because I've got this.
We forgot about him.
Come on then. You know what, Dave? If you haven't got another one, just go with the one that you said.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay. If this is inappropriate, I apologise in advance. My brother works in the theatre, and someone that he used to work with, he may still work there, I don't know, I think he used to work there. He said he was at a party once, because he doesn't rub shoulders with the rich and famous, but he has access to various celebrities because they work at the theatre. So for example, he got me a signed picture of Patrick Stewart.
That's cool.
Which is
knowing the story you're just about to tell, is that quite a similar thing?
Very different.
That's in my downstairs. To my chagrin, is that how you pronounce it? That's in my downstairs toilet when it should be in the fucking living room. But speak to my wife about it.
Put it in your game room,
anyway,
mate.
So
that's where it belongs.
I may do if I ever get finished. Anyway, so this person he used to work with told him a story about Lulu,
the singer,
who has, as we know, looks considerably younger than she is. Would we agree on that?
Lulu.
Okay.
As in the one who did a thing with Take That. Lulu.
Shout. Lulu.
Really like my fire.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh.
That's the one.
That's quite an apt song for this story, actually.
She has attributed her youthful looks to sex in various newspapers because I've seen that. So anyway, the story my brother was told.
This is such a pub chat. No. This is such an unbelievable pub chat.
The story my brother was told was that this guy was at a party. Lulu was at the same party. There was a pool table at the party. Lulu was led on the pool table, nude, and there was a queue of 5 or 6 men.
This is
waiting to run a train on her.
Absolute bullshit. This sounds like.
Potting. They were potting into her. And there was a queue of 5 or 6. So, is that story true? Because I don't know.
Yeah, it was called.
So the answer is the Lulu on the pool table story.
Perfect Potter. Davies
correct.
Challenged.
Perfect Potter. And did they go for the pink one?
Was that just a lead up to that one joke?
Yeah,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. No. Because that's wrong anyway. Because that's stupid.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dave? Really, what do you think deep down of that story?
In my heart of hearts,
have you really gone that deep with this?
Have you got a heart? First of all,
I think it's true.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know what else to say.
Yes.
Okay. So your brother's mate's mate. 3.
No, it wasn't his brother's mate's mate. It's his brother's colleague.
Yeah, but told by his mate.
No, he witnessed.
Dave, there's more fucking chance that Stevie Wonder is blind than that happened. Seriously, man.
So that's not. Admittedly, Dave Seyfall, I apologise. That's not a great answer.
Better than my answer, mate. So,
but
it's not the answer that Dave Southall was hoping for. Let's say that.
Probably, it's not one of life's great mysteries. But it might get a
smile from him.
Maybe he was there. Maybe he was in the queue.
Yeah, maybe he was bloke number 5.
What I would like to do is to use the Anubis. No, what's it called? Anubis.
The thing out of Assassin's Creed.
To unravel why the fuck David Southall was singing with a tramp at MLGX last year. Because I was very drunk and that was quite a confusing situation for me. So I would like to go back and kind of unpick what my actual memory was. Because the memory I remember is quite weird.
I think it's on video.
And sullied by a video.
I think it's on video, Rich.
But I wasn't sure whether Dave actually kissed him at one point. I think he did. But anyway, and I should imagine Dave would like to go back and actually unravel that memory as well.
How much drink had you consumed at this point? Can you verify these?
Yeah, I can't. That's why I need the Anubis.
Was it Animus? Thank you, Duane. The Animus.
Thank you. Whatever.
And
that's why I need it, because it's very, very foggy, confusing, and my therapist can't unpick it. So
So we are running over, around about 2 hours now, minus faff. So we are going to do, just to kind of keep it reasonably short, we're going to do another question special within the next week or so with the other questions we have left. So if you have any more questions you want to chuck at us in the meantime, please do. And MP3 questions will please Stuart, and they will take priority because that's how he works. He's such a geek. So anyway, thanks for your questions. Moving on to any other business, I believe.
Right, so it's the normal drill, everybody. You can basically get us on Facebook. Everybody knows it's I forgot the Facebook link. YouTube. God, what am I saying? There we go. Year of Shame.
Year of Shame.
We've actually been doing it for like 10 months now, Stu, so...
I know. I get ever so excited when I receive an MP3. See what it does to me, people. Do you see? So, anyway, our YouTube channel is doing quite well. I wouldn't say it's going great numbers, but we put all our podcasts up there. All the previous year's podcasts are up there.
All of them?
David's Challenge is up there, which is more important. Yeah,
all of them?
All of them.
And and so anytime we do any streaming or we do any little blurts, I think we've put all our jingles up there as well because everybody loves the cheating bastard jingle. It's gone down.
We need to put that on Spotify.
It is a good jingle.
Just like play it repeatedly.
Oh, that's an idea. Yeah. Email, another gateway to get us is yearofshame@gmail.com. Obviously, send your MP3s or whatever that way. So, the only other business where we're at now is it's now open season for Year of Shame 2021 or Series 9. We have one person so far who has, a couple of people who have expressed interest in it, but one who's definitely committed is our very own Kath. So Yay! She wants to actually get involved and crazy for new consoles and all that kind of stuff. But, so the shout out now is who wants to join her? Anybody who wants to join in, and like we have a load of fun. You hear the podcast, and it's all banter, and it's all good fun as well. And so she wants to help like reduce her pile of shame. I don't know what state it's at or whatever. Well, I think we'll do an interview with her probably next month, and hopefully other people who will be involved in the podcast. So if you are interested, please either message any of the hosts or message Kath directly. And then we'll see what happens. So,
can I jump in for a second?
You want to do another year?
Yeah.
Of course you can. Yeah. You said second. I thought you meant second year. No. Oh, okay. Right. Sorry.
No, I just sort of wanted to give a bit of a shout out, really, that if people are listening to this, thinking about it, thinking, "Oh, should I? Shouldn't I?" Then do it. It's great fun. We've all had a brilliant time. If you're sort of on the fence thinking, "Oh, I don't know if I should," personally, and we all would, wouldn't we? We would heartily recommend it.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
You'll potentially meet new people. You may be doing it with people you already know, but either way, it's a great time. So, if you're on the fence, do it.
Well said.
And that's coming from the human punchback.
That's true. He's got it.
Exactly. Fuck me. If I'm enjoying it.
So, but I am expecting 2021 to. I mean, the essence is still going to be you need to clear your pile of shame. End. But because we've got other things now in the gaming sphere, like Game Pass, which is a game changer, the online services like PS Now and Stadia and Amazon's whatever they want to call it, whatever and then it all changes. So I think Year of Shame has to adapt to that. I have no answer, by the way, for this. I'm just glad I didn't have to deal with it this year. I'm glad that our rules were very defined.
It's got to be about just clearing those games you should have played.
So the way I see it is like it's up to the challengers next year how they want to lay out the rules for themselves. But really, we've got to remember the core rule is reduce your pile of shame. That's the core rule. So if you have other online services like me, Rich coming from me when I keep on playing Division 2, that does eat into that, and therefore you've got to try and scale it. So I don't even know what the answer is, but I'm sure there's far more intelligent people. There are more intelligent people than me who can work that out and whatever. So hopefully, don't let that put you off. You go, oh, I've just got myself a Games Pass. Well, you know what? Even if you have, still get involved, because the rules could be tweaked or changed to cater for that. So we'll have to see what happens. So anyway, get a hold of any of the hosts or CAF directly, and then hopefully we can continue this Year of Shame for next year. So right,
it's all about having fun, kids.
It is. And next month, our November show, Dave, our very own Daniel, is our host. So have you got anything to say about that, Dave? No.
No, really looking forward to it. It'll just be great fun, won't it, hopefully? So bring it on. Bring it on. I will have a double David's Challenge under my belt by then. So
yes.
Can't wait.
Excellent. Right then, so I believe that's it for this month's episode. So we'll all see you online and wherever. So stay safe, everybody, and talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.